Okay, so I'm recording this prior to doing the video about the salty cucumber. So it's about the around the 18-minute mark. First off, which it's so funny because when it was about the three wolves in the beginning of well, really, yeah, the three wolves in the beginning of God of War, one of them obviously dies, and he is so like on the how should I put it animal rights bullshit that he gets so angry over a deer dying in a video game. And then he's got no heart. It's like, oh, three animals, that's too much. I'm like, bro, chill out. But I liked around this part. Let's see. It's around here.
Okay, I guess we're walking now. He had,
Are you ready?
he's having some sort of a lucid dream.
Let's see.
Very well, Grimes.
This literally looks and feels like the last game visually.
Okay.
I'm not impressed.
Fresh kill. At least it didn't suffer.
By the way, I love it. I absolutely love it that he cannot screen cap. He can't screen record. He's got to use a goddamn phone. Like, fam, you bragged about your PC rig, and you're not even using it to the full potential. Like, you can get a freaking Elgato 4K onto your PC, hook that up to the television and the PS5, and we wouldn't be stuck here. What's the resolution? I'm stuck at freaking 60. We would be stuck at 1080. We'd actually probably get 4K. I mean, it looks a little better, but still, goddamn, dude.
Am I to decipher your grunting? Tell me your thoughts.
We are the predator.
A wolf. Yes.
Predators kill. It is the natural order of things.
Your words are misguided.
Meanwhile, when the wolf dies, you cry for him? Like, I understand. Or at least your kid does. I don't know.
Approach slowly. It's okay to...
Natural order of things, though, right?
We want to help. Don't we?
No, I don't want to help.
No, don't! Come on. The sick wolf we found beyond our stave. He found his way inside. As I said he would. He should have acted.
This is so lame.
Inside. Now it is.
Or you're lame.
The problem doesn't have to reach our doorstep for it to be our responsibility.
Are you lecturing me?
Yes, because Kurza needs to be lectured. You dumb fuck.
If we have the power to limit the harm of
Oh,
technology,
shut up. Can I, like, walk away?
who are we to hide?
Shut up.
Do nothing.
We are not hiding.
Do as I please.
God. He's got such a freaking problem with women talking to men like that, like lecturing people, like
Incessant nagging.
just like your incessant bitching, right? Considering that's what all you do is bitch.
Jesus Christ. How annoying.
You're more annoying.
Gonna make me pick that one up?
Yo, I'm not digging her attitude right now.
It's playful banter between two couples. Like, for fuck's sakes. It's not that serious.
Like, at all.
Good boy.
Bro, she needs a fist to the mouth, like, straight up.
Says the one that needs to get fucking punched in the mouth all the time. I'm just saying.
Disrespectful ass.
Anyone that calls someone's mom deserves to get punched in the mouth.
That's why you died. Nobody's missing you right now.
Just like no one would miss you if you're off the platform as well.
Just so you know, like, garbage. Garbage character.
And you're a garbage human. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to show is him like absolutely dogging on Kratos' wife, who It was like a kind of like a dream type situation, but that's like the first part of what I wanted to show. So this is fucking great. Dude is such a fucking idiot. All right, so he uploads as of 9 hours ago. I watched this already. I watched this watching Fortanga stream. Fortanga watched this, and then he watched the God of War shit. So this is gonna be gold.
Every time. Why is it always the guys that are the enthusiastic eaters with self-proclaimed thyroid problems that
Listen, like, we don't know what Klutzy looks like. We don't know what Gara looks like. RTU has pretty much been the same weight since he started. Like, I've been watching him for a while, and he's looked the same, really. Like, and then he likes to just shit talk. Just these three. He likes to say review text name, but he doesn't like Klutzy King's name or Gara. He doesn't say any of the other two, but just says review tech. All right, and publish fake news. What are you, Donald Trump?
literally go out of their way to crap talk other people. Couldn't tell you, but
There's only 3 people, or really, there's only 2 people that are review tech talk shit about, and that's DSP and you, and that's it. So, you know which I don't know when this video is coming up or going up, but Review Tech is currently streaming, and he is currently talking about DSP. So, yeah, that's cool.
but it seems to be a reoccurring thing in the gaming world. All of the people who lost a genetic lottery coming together to try to trash somebody for their take on a video game. I mean, the losers in 2022 are too much, but let's talk about it.
You've been the biggest loser on YouTube in 2022. Let's be honest. You don't need an intro. Can you at least put the volume down for that bitch? Like, Jesus Christ.
About this game, The Dad of War, I was talking about how slow the pacing of the game was. Now, I did also
The pacing wasn't slow. You played like what, 20 minutes? It tells a story. It's like, have you played any of their God of War games? Like, I'm be honest with you. God of War 2018, very mid to me. It was okay. It wasn't the greatest game I've played. It was just meh. It was honestly just meh. But yeah, God of War 3 is a masterpiece to me, and I like that more than 2018. Will I play Ragnarok? Probably not. But just the way, like, looking at the cutscenes, it looks like any other Sony exclusive to me. Walking simulator with open world mechanics, with either a male or female protagonist, with just adventure type shit. Like, that's legitly Sony games to me currently. I am looking forward to Spider-Man. I am looking forward to Wolverine. But Horizon Forbidden West was trash. Did like a Zero Dawn at all either. Days Gone, same thing. It was mid. So
leave like a little caveat where I said like it could get better. I don't know, right? Again, very open-ended, I thought. But now you have people like Review Tech USA trying to trash my opinion while candidly playing a video game, as if that's not pathetic.
God. Oh, Christ.
Behavior enough, and trying to make it like it's front page news. We're in such a point in society where you can't even play a video game candidly with your audience without people trying to cancel you because they just don't like you. Which, frankly,
we don't like you not because of your opinions on a video game. We don't like you is because of the shit you pulled with Actman, the shit you pulled with all these other YouTubers you've taken their videos down. That's the reason why we don't like you. We don't like you because of it's not really your opinion. We personally don't give a shit. We just laugh at it. So,
I don't give a fuck that you don't like me, but the fact that you're creating fake news, literally trying to claim that I reviewed this game, which never took place, and
Ooh, are you sure about that? Didn't it say God of War review? No, it didn't. I thought it did. Huh. For some reason I thought it said review. Okay. My bad. Unless he changed the title, but for some reason I thought they seriously thought that's what happened.
came up with some imaginary verdict, again, which never took place, it speaks everything about the desperation of the individuals that support Review Tech USA, that watch his shit, are trying to go to try to cancel somebody because they don't like him. Now, let me talk a little bit about this game, okay?
Again, not canceling for you for that reason. Not canceling you because of your Elden Ring take on it. Not canceling you because of your God of War Ragnarok. Everyone is okay to their opinion. I respect it. What I don't respect is, like I said, the shit you pulled for months ago after the Elden Ring shit went down. When Actman posted his video. When other YouTubers talked about it. Even Keemstar brought it up, even though I'm currently in a pissed off mood with him. But Keemstar brought it up before. A lot of other like major channels brought it up before. It's been Osmongold's brought it up before. Charlie's brought it up before. Like, you're on a lot of people's radar because of the shit you pulled. It's not the review or you talking about Elden Ring and ultimately taking a massive shit on it had nothing to do with it. It was everything that followed after that.
If they would have opened like this, the game would have been a solid 10 out of 10. Because they have a point in the game when you first open up the game where it talks about give me a recap. If you don't want the recap, they shouldn't be sitting around a campfire on a very slow-paced scene rehashing a lot of the concepts like hunting and him being a dad. We already saw all of that in the first game. We don't care about that. We want immediately a continuation.
You don't care about that. Others do care about that. Other people don't mind that that's what's going on. It's legitly just you. That's it. Is you. Like, God, this man, this Christian straight man, who's apparently vegan, by the way.
Who's coming for you and why? And that's the kind of stuff we needed to see. This opening action scene from the get. Not me sitting there for like a minute and 50 seconds while he's just sitting around a campfire eating shit. Like, that is not how you hook.
He wasn't even eating. He was doing the fucking arrows, dude. Like, shit. Just shit.
Hook people with writing. And I think, again, creative writing is what's missing from the opening of that story that made it so insufferable for me. And I was bored out of my mind. It really was. And I did indeed have to turn the game off and come back to it like a day or two later because I was bored. And I think, again, had they opened like this, I would have been hooked from the get. So that concept of, like, you know, me selecting get a story, because I saw people in the comment section complaining, saying, oh, but you said you wanted a story, you got a story, and now you're complaining about it. It's like, no, I got Kratos, okay? Enough.
This isn't even the same Kratos. Like, it is, but it isn't. This is a more mature Kratos. Like, he's got responsibilities. He can't just freaking go out and kill all the gods right away like he did from God of War 1 to 3. He's got a story. He's got a child now. I mean, he had a child that he did kill, but at the same time, that's when he was told by the gods to kill them because of some shit. I never played, what was it, Chains of Olympus or Ascension, so, but kind of. But yeah, that has nothing to do with it.
Said there, sitting around a campfire reminiscing about the old days of him and his wife. That's not why you buy an action game like this. Okay? He's like neutered at that point. It's a very
I do agree that Kratos is kind of neutered in these two games. He's very soft. I can agree with that. He is very, very soft.
watered down version of Kratos, if I do say so myself. Now, then we get to the point where I saw them complaining about the fact that I didn't like the graphics in performance mode. And they're like, that's a contradiction. No, it's not. Have you ever played Spider-Man Remastered? Spider-Man Miles Morales? Those games take advantage of some level of the PS5.
Have you played Spider-Man Remastered on PS5, then played on PC? It's like night and day. All right, I've seen videos on it. I've seen videos in 4K. I've seen a lot of shit on Spider-Man Remastered. Let me tell you, from Spider-Man Remastered on PS5 to Spider-Man Remastered on PC is an insane difference. Because from what I understand, the next-gen consoles being the PS5, the Series X, and kind of the Series S are using the 2080s for the most part. And then currently a lot of people are in the 30 series or going to the 30 series because fuck the 4090.
Power. This does not. This is basically a PS4 port, a PS4 Pro port, let's call it.
Well, duh. Because of PlayStation's issue of having everything on the PS4, what do you expect? Like, the new Horizon is on the PS4. Also on the PS5. God of War. On the PS4. As well as the PS5. But I heard the PS4 version of God of War Ragnarok is trash. Like, it cannot run whatsoever. So, that's another thing.
What it is. It is doing nothing more than what the PS4 Pro could do. And it's embarrassing because this is PlayStation 5. They're charging $69.99 under the guise that they're optimizing the graphics so much and they're doing so much.
Blame Sony for the $69.99, by the way.
And we can't even get 4K 60 in performance mode with temporal, injection.
No. 2080. That's why.
It's like you could have used checkerboard rendering or some fucking resolution reconstructive method to get us to the higher resolutions. And they didn't. In place of that, because maybe that's too expensive on the hardware, they could have used anisotropic filtering times 16.
2080.
To give us sharper textures. They didn't. Instead, when you get close up on things, things look muddy. They look like the low textures that they are. And it's terrible in performance mode. Now, you can go to graphics mode and things are sharp, which is great. But when you start moving around, 30 FPS. Because again, you're not getting 4K.
You're not going to be able to get 4K 60 unless you're, like... Here's the thing. Is it relies a lot, not only on the technology that in the consoles, but it relies on the television you're using as well. Because there is something called 120 hertz. All right, if that television he's using right now isn't 4K 120, you're not going to get the 4K 60 at all. At least on the Xbox. I don't know how things work on PlayStation, but at least on the Xbox, there is a setting on the console for you to have it for 4K 120. You even check it off for 120. Like, you can have it at 120 4K. That's the thing. And what the 120 hertz obviously is for the refresh rate. And a lot of these games on the Xbox allow both 4K 120. Like Call of Duty, for example. Modern Warfare 2, you can have it at 4K 120. You could. So all depends on your television. I don't know which television he was using. I think it was, what was it again? It was the Samsung S958. Which... He's a TV guy. I can't even say he's a TV guy. His settings are dog shit, so.
60 gets to a point where you start realizing they're not utilizing the power of this machine. And they're damn sure not advertising or using what they advertised in the beginning when they were like, oh yeah, the PS5 is super powerful, all that good stuff. So my point is simply this. when I say certain things about this game, pointing out weak points in a candid playthrough session, they still stand.
I still think it's funny that he died on easy like that, though. That's hilarious to me.
It's not a contradiction that somebody wants good graphics on PlayStation 5. That's why you bought a PlayStation 5. You want the next generation. Otherwise, you would just play, this same exact game on PS4 Pro and be happy with the graphics that it has.
Like, I'm not a graphics guy. Like, I play fucking Vampire Survivor. I play fucking, like, apparently, at least in his opinion, Elden Ring doesn't look graphically pleasing, which I don't fucking see it. I'm be honest with you. Elden Ring looks amazing. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but it looks amazing. So, yeah, there's that. But yeah, like, graphics, if I had the choice of quality, like texture quality or frame rate, I always choose frame rate every single time.
But everybody's always trying to upgrade graphics and get something better out of the experience. And to try to sit there and act like that is not the case. Meanwhile, the moment PlayStation gets a hardware advantage or Xbox gets a hardware advantage, everybody's talking about T-flops and power. Let's call it what it is. People are excited for these games to look better than they've ever looked. And again, we want the more immersive stories. We don't want slow, boring, neutered versions of characters. Kratos used to be such a badass on PS2, and now you had to wait just to get dual blades. It's ridiculous. That's something that should have been unlocked from the jump because you unlocked it from the jump in the last game. But again,
listen, I understand what they're trying to do with the new God of War. It's a different story. It's, in my opinion, story-wise, I would say it's probably better than the older games, but I like the combat system in 3 more so than the reboots. Or whatever these are called. I guess the reboots, yeah. I personally would prefer the old combat system. Because I like the combat system. I'm more of a DMC type of guy anyway. So.
They didn't open the game like this with some epic cinematic clash. They opened it with some boring tale of dads. So let me just say it like this. I don't care if you don't like my take. I don't care if you don't like me. But don't go sitting there creating fake news to make yourself some money because you have no real content.
Just like you have no real content. Let's be honest. Like, oh god. Like, listen, he says I don't care if you don't like his video, which is a crock of shit. Let's be honest. He wouldn't be making this video if he didn't not care, I should say. Like, he would not be making this type of video at all. Let's be honest. This tickled man, Cupcake TV is something else, man. He's absolutely something else. Usually I'd have gameplay over this, but I had to do this raw. I had to do this pretty much live.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
So, if you guys enjoyed, please hit the subscribe button, and I'm on my way to 200 subscribers. Yay! I hope you all enjoyed. Have a good day.